this is
Wishing list.
yeah. Why we are so quiet today? Because we are respecting our new friend.
Yeah.
We made a new friendship.
Yeah, but it is not a human. Guess what?
It's nature!
Yay! So today we are exploring a unique place.
Yeah, so don't miss that. And if you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe and to share with your friends. To be honest, this video, I hope that it will be shared among a lot of people because it have a lot of meanings and concepts that if we spread it among us, it will be very helpful.
Yeah, very different point of view from the owner of this place that you need to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah, above all, highlighting the importance of the relation between human and nature.
Exactly. And I think today we are not only being the friends of nature, you too can be friends of nature.
Yeah, by
finding-
watching this video.
Exactly.
So watch until the end.
Exactly. And you know what? The place here was visited by President Obama, ex-President Obama.
Yeah, I just heard about that.
You want to know why? See the video. We'd like to start with the introduction about Pak Iskandar and the place.
About myself, about the place, we have been living here since 2006. In the beginning, it was my personal or family journey. I decided to move from Bali. At that time, I was living in Bali. I have a farm there. It's still there. My daughter is looking after it. And but in year 2000, actually 2001, so I have a kind of a call to move from Bali to Java, and one of the reasons is actually to understand more about Islam, which is the journey I took as a path of my spiritual journey. Because a lot of people will say, but you don't look Indonesian. It's true, because I have an English mother, and Indonesian father. So I'm of a mixed marriage.
We're interested to know what is Bumi Langit.
Yeah, Bumi Langit. Yeah. Bumi Langit itself, if you translate it in English, it's mean earth and heaven. Usually people, when they express these two things, they will say heaven and earth. But why I decided to use earth first, then heaven second, is because I think the obligation nowadays is more on taking care of the earth. Let's say the heaven is already been taken care by the angels, and I hope they don't have problem with it.
So actually now we will go and explore the place.
Yes.
Yeah, we will have a tour.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We will explore it.
Yeah, and Mas Adi will help us. Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to Bumi Langit.
Yeah,
Langit
thank you.
Institute. I guess we can go for a walk straight
Yeah,
away.
sure.
So cute.
What's your name?
Monica.
What a cute name you have, Monica. Nice to meet you.
Eat well.
Molly.
Holy moly.
Here we use to process organic waste from the warung and from the kitchens here. They process the organic waste, and then which later turns into compost for the soil. So yeah, our workers here are chickens. Later you'll meet the worms and maggots. All crawl up here, go into here, and then they drop here straight away, so we don't have to harvest it. It's all by themselves.
Don't fly on me. Oh my god, I've been so blessed.
Have you guys seen the monkey yet?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Mona.
We became friends.
The meat of the skin contains peptin, which is what people use to make jam, to make it thick. Because if you don't have the peptin, it's like it becomes like water. But then if you put peptin in, it thickens it and makes it into a jam. So yeah, naturally that's what we can use. Artificial medicine, but you can try. Just try the leaf. Here's a better leaf. But yeah, just try.
Okay, I will share it with you. Okay, I'll share it with you. Eat the leaves.
And try chew the leaf a bit. I'll only tell you afterwards, it's really bitter.
Yeah. Let's go back for
Because every wet season, when it rains, all the topsoil gets washed away. So we have to make terraces to contain the water, and now we actually get soil from our neighbors up there. So every wet season we control the water, and then we get deposit of soil, we get more soil. But the other people where the land is on a slope, every wet season it all gets washed away, and then there's just rocks left over. But yeah, this method is already like ancient. I mean, it's all around the world. People, I guess you see it everywhere. In Bali, you get the rice terrace. I mean, even probably in Mexico and China and everywhere actually.
Yeah, Philippines, we have rice terrace.
Yeah, rice,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Mangkoan, because it looks like a bowl.
Oh, yeah.
So we call it mangko or mangkoan. And this people use, you can take the leaf, you can chop it up, and you boil it in oil, and it's for hair growth, like to make hair tonics and things like that. You can use this. And this one is pretty commonly used for hair oils and tonics like that.
In what sense Bumi Langit applies all of this? How can we, or Bumi Langit, how can show all of these ideas?
Yeah, one of the most important element in life is what go into us. Let's say the input we have. The best mechanism of input is actually the one that are being blessed by God, which is actually nature. But with input we become human, and the problem is, what is our input nowadays? Most important element of input is the food, the things we put inside our body, because obviously that what create us. Actually in Islam, it's very interesting. Islam, I'm sure you have heard a lot about halal haram. Halal food. I mean,
from you.
But in Islam, halal never stand alone. This is again, a lot of Muslims even are not so aware, or they even not aware about this, because halal always come together with another word together, which is called tayyib. Tayyib mean wholesome or goodness or purity. To make sure that what you use in life come from something without an exploitation towards unjust. But exploitation is always going to be unjust. That's the problem.
Yes.
We exploitation itself is actually taking something more than what we allow for, or something that we not allow for to begin with. But all that is measurable. In Quran, it's described it very, 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 very clearly on how God create everything in the perfect measurement. And we shouldn't be excessive. We shouldn't take anything more than what we allow for. And that's basically where tayyib came. So this is whole environmentally sound and socially just. Socially just is actually on not exploiting you. I mean, if you only need 5 shirts in a year, and being a good designer or a good clothes manufacturer, I shouldn't push you through lifestyle, through ads, through what, so you will buy 20 shirts in a year. Try to have no carbon footprint as much as we could. It will be very, very hard nowadays to do that, but I think the effort would really count, and how you took it seriously. So and this is why spiritually, I think, not only for Muslim, for people of any faith, is we live in a time that we should ask more for forgiveness in life than to be thankful. If we can have the purest, this is why organic term is also a kind of a trap, because to be certified as an organic producer, you already have to pay so much money, and most of the small farmer cannot afford to have that certification. So what you do is you just be honest. I'm trying to produce good stuff. It's an effort. It's better than the genetic modified soybean that we imported from America or from abroad. So this is a kind of knowledge that you have to learn of how to survive in this difficult time.
Yeah.
Sudah hilang.
Sayang
Mau
na
lagi.
Tidak mau lagi.
This is have a kitchen for the volunteers. This is Boomi. Hello, Boomi. Hello, Paina. One of the traditional Indonesian building, because we build it up off the ground, which creates air circulation. And actually in Sumatra, because they have a lot of tigers and things, that's why they have to build their buildings a little bit higher up. But yeah, this is a traditional style of all from coconut wood. If you notice, all the pillars and all the wood they have the, what do you call it, the pattern. It's all coconut. The darker parts are the harder parts of the coconut wood. And this is also where we have, if there's a course, a permaculture course we're teaching, this is the class, the classroom over here. Zone, we call it zoning. So like the more intense, like let's say a house is a zone 1 because that's where you spend most of your time, and then you have a smaller garden, which is, let's say, zone 2, where you spend a little bit more time, and then we have until zone 5, which is like we leave some part for nature, like a jungle.
I think we went up before there. It's like rooms.
Yeah.
It's like a place for the volunteers.
Yeah. Actually, the
For the
volunteers
club.
are right now, they're spread out. So the girls, they stay up here. This is the library, and there's a couple rooms up there, and the boys are way down there in the jungle. Yeah, we learned how to make books not too long ago, so that's what we were doing, like with leather and paper. And we learned how to do the stitching. Biodigester, which is how we get the biogas. So yeah, in permaculture, it's like sometimes people think it's lazy because you put a lot of work in the beginning, and then afterwards, like, you know, our workers are the worms. And so over here we have that concept because we have the cows up there. We have the tank down here, which is, you know, gravity. We don't have to use a tank, you know, so like that we observe nature. Oh, gravity, okay, how do I use that too? We have two systems, black water and a gray water system. The gray water system is to filter water that we use for a shower and to wash dishes, because, you know, sometimes we use soap and things like that. And before that gets used in the pond, it has to be filtered. And it's filtered through here, which is what we call a reed bed system, which uses rocks and roots of plants to filter the water. But over here has 3 stages. So after here, it goes to the next stage, and it gets filtered again by these plants, which is, over here it's called etengondo. I'm not sure what it's called in English.
It's like water lilies. Not really water lilies, but
Yeah, I forget. They have a name in English also. But also, yeah, these guys grow crazy, and they filter the water, which then goes to the next step. Over here, fish can already live in this water, which is, sometimes we have the, I don't know, we can't really see them. Maybe it's too hot right now. But yeah, there's catfish. Oh, there he is.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, I tricked him. He thought it was feeding time.
yeah. So Obama came here. So what do you think are the reasons why?
You know, some people say it's a bit poisonous. Some people don't know how to process.
In Bumi Langit, they have a restaurant.